Greetings and salutations, ladybugs, gentle germs, widgets, and whatsits. And once again, welcome back to the misadventures of me, your rather derpy noobtastic host, Widgett, in the Just Create SSP, or Survivable Single Player Edition of the Create SMP mod pack by a group of phenomenal YouTubers and content creators such as Chosen Architect, DeJojo the Awesome, Throwlash, Legion V, and others. I am never going to remember all of them every episode introduction, so we'll just try to remember as many as I can. I do strongly encourage you to check out their YouTube videos. Many of them do also stream, and they will stream larger projects, larger portions of their server play series or SMP version of this pack that can be quite enjoyable. Most of them have made sizable dents on their... Oh, I'm going to make it because I really don't want to go all the way upstairs to do this. Made sizable dents on their mega-base projects. Kind of have an interesting economy system going on as well. I find it a bit interesting that they have a kind of a pseudo economy where they'll set up shops and things. What I find interesting is a lot of people are setting up shops for the same things. And what's even funnier, some of them are even undercutting themselves with back alley shops for the same products. It's an interesting experience to watch these guys as they put together an SMP series, but try to do so in a way that is story-ish driven, but not overly story-driven. Is actually a mod pack that I am waiting to come out. And it's the mod set used by the Misadventures group. That Whip and a few others are in. That has very much has an RPG feel, something that I have longed for in Minecraft, but it's never really been pulled off well, in my opinion. But this Misadventures group, server group, is... There's a whole crap in the back behind the scenes work, but it's actually a mod pack that has probably the most potential I've ever seen when it comes to being able to do something in Minecraft that has the look and feel of a much more traditional RPG game. It's something I would love to see. There's some things that intrigue me, and I would love to be able to play it. But I don't think I'd ever be able to. Alright, I need to cap this off. And let's go that way. Like I said, I am a little miffed and irritated that I probably should have just come down here, honestly, to try and boost my iron quite a bit. But I didn't. I didn't, mainly because, well, I just didn't think of it, and this really would have only delayed me putting off building an iron farm anyway, so I figured let's build the iron farm so we don't have to worry about it. Grab the stuff as we explore, when we explore, and not use exploration as a primary means of getting resources. Alright, let's see where we're at inventory-wise. Save myself a little bit of inventory space if I did. Sorry. That. Yeah, that's not really going to save me inventory space just yet. Really didn't save a whole lot of inventory space. I'm being honest. Okay. I think this crimsite will break down into iron if I get crushing wheels. So crimsite is another source for iron. I want to say it's crimsite that does it. I know there is one create stone resource, world gemstone resource, that has a chance of producing iron if you run through crushing wheels. I don't remember if it's crimsite or not, but let's just check real quick. Yep, it is. Crushed raw iron. So, if you don't have a large, if you can get enough iron to get crushing wheels, then mining out a crimsite vein would be a good way of getting we have a minecart over here. Let's just take a quick peek at them. so I grab the beetroot. I don't need the melon seeds. Alright, let's head out. Let's head out. Let's go back up, empty our inventory. And we'll save this continued exploration over here for another day. So really shouldn't be worrying about grabbing copper. Copper is a fairly abundant resource. But Create does use a fair bit of it, so it does not hurt to grab it. It does not hurt at all. Cool, I actually remembered my way out. 44 iron. That is definitely more than we're getting out of our iron farm. Alright, so let's jump over here. Let's actually take a look at our... Ooh, got ourselves another stack of iron. Oh, wow. Look at that. We're going to town. Alright, let's flip that lever to speed up our... who's or what's it's again. Start giving ourselves a backlog of... seeds. Probably should have held on to. Alright, what do we got here? So what do we got for seeds? Pumpkin, melon, wheat. Raw. Let's grab the raw copper. Just trying to think what else I might possibly need. We have a spout in here? No, we don't. I am actually... Oh, I wanted to do something. To pull the carrots out. Because I do actually want to get them and beetroot planted. And growing. Right now, my farm ain't doing diddly squat. Because I did actually, between episodes, harvest out the crops because I have a crap ton of them. And so I decided I was going to just harvest it out and I apparently had a bunch of... Let's do this. Let's put fences up around that. That's what we'll do. We'll put some of those resources that we've been gathering to use. 2 stacks of fences should be more than enough. start getting all of that together. There we go. We'll start getting some carrots and beetroot off of this again. We've got oodles of potatoes and carrots. Actually, do I have enough space in my inventory to... most of them. Most of them, okay. I might actually need to... might actually need... Well, the sleeps of the night for starters, but I might actually need to start thinking about increasing the size of that vault. I don't think we're in any danger of it being full as of yet. But you never know. So I think maybe on my... What is this? Get my iron farm going, and now all of a sudden iron from mob drops. Finding all kinds of it. Yeah. All right. Really should think about actually putting a building around the walls around this building. Is something I actually do need to do. That is find me another lava source somewhere. Actually, let me try this. So copper casing and a belt. That's not terrible. Belt or dried kelp. Okay. So let's talk to you and let's get ourselves a piece of kelp. Copper and a log. Let's do that, like that, and there we go. There's our copper casing. I do want to snag that. Now, see. Part of the reason why I haven't finished filling this in is I haven't quite figured out how to prevent this processing smelting setup from burning it down. I just have not figured that out. You little snot. also need one of these guys. One of you. You, grab you, grab you, grab you. And then I think I need one of you. And oh, there we go. So we're gonna drop that, that, do that, heat up. Go grab my Create wrench, which I believe is in here. I have a lava supply over here that I was building on my initial little my brain fart, seriously. My initial little iron farm, which was not very good at all. I had some dripstone running and I was capturing the iron, or the lava as it would drip. So I ended up with a fair bit of lava, surprisingly. Alright. You with MSI Alley gives me a depot. Now. I need, that can go away. So I need the, let's see, pump there. Okay, you're going the right way. So I'm gonna just do that. We need the pipe, the spout. I still need to figure out how to completely move this. We need to put our lava, our depot there, our bucket there. Alright, whoops, hand crank is not where that's supposed to go. Hand crank there. And maybe have a bucket of lava. Alright, I'm going to leave all of that there because I have no idea when I'm going to actually get some more lava. But I might. So, you that there, close you. I'm going to start bulk processing all of these lovely ores we got on our brief excursion back down into the mine shaft. We'll see if this thing manages to catch on fire. from a much earlier episode. This is kind of a really super compact early game create processing. We have, of course, our press. We have a mixer, and we have a millstone. In addition to that, we have a deployer, which is kind of mid-game. And we have two fans, which feed to this depot here, which allows us for our bulk processing. Our bulk processing, so we'll do that. Well, and then we will put those away all the way to. And that just makes it so much nicer, so much easier. And it is a little power hungrier when running at max speed, which is what it is. So that's 1K, 2K, 4K. Each fan is, the two fans are another 1K. So up to 5K. That's 6K of power that is needed. And so I have under here, I can get onto the scaffolding properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets, or in other words, 64 large water wheels. Or 32K worth of power. I am not using hardly any of it at this point. That will change here in the future when we get the crushing wheels and crafters and all of these other setups that are a bunch more power hungry. I could power the iron farm with main power and probably still have more than plenty to spare. Ooh, wow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 42 stacks. Almost the same amount of iron that I got from exploring the mines. Of course, that did have a little bit extra going for it. Still, that is a nice number to see. Definitely have some iron going. And we are at the end of an episode. I do want to quickly come over here and check on this farm, because I do want to actually, oh great. I have parkour to get out of here. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I am not the greatest at parkour by any stretch of the imagination. Alright. Let's add a few more beetroot plants to the mix. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave that in there. So I'm just going to let that run for a while. Build up some reserves for that as well. What I probably should do, honestly, though, is get rid of a lot of these. That's what I really probably should be doing. Okay. So we've got everything set back up again. And we can start working on our tug board. starting on the tunnel. But that will be for another episode. As always, I do thank you all for watching and do wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good time zone to you all. Until we meet again on my next